Hey, Facebook. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but here I am. So, since I'm working on my YouTube channel, I definitely want to create a schedule where people can tune in and expect my videos, a certain day. So, I'm thinking about Wednesdays. I'm thinking about just uploading a video and promoting it, every week on Wednesdays. And, I've also been just being a homeschool teacher, getting the hang of using Zoom, which is a really good app. And thankfully, I was already exposed to Zoom a while back when I started to take on Herbalife as a business. So Zoom is a platform that we use to communicate with each other. It's easier and more convenient because you can have a lot of participants all in one screen. So it's a really good app. I know some students as well are using Zoom with their classes. So that's just the update. You see the glow? Here's my twin be hyping me up. Yo, I could tell I didn't sleep that well because my eyes are extra chinky today, and it's because of the lack of sleep. So I just want to quickly share something with you with Facebook. So in the past I have suffered from insomnia, and the underlying issue under that and behind that is basically sometimes a change in our environment, our routine can, interfere with our sleeping, with our clocks, right? And, I've also done a lot of research to see what's the reason behind insomnia. And it also goes back to stress. So throughout the day, I may be relaxed. I may not feel like I'm stressed, but then during the night, when the nighttime comes and, I'm laying in bed and it's time for me to go to sleep, it's I start overthinking. My mind is just running on 1,000. And, and then of course this is a stressful situation. Can't nobody, as positive as you are, because I preach positivity all day, every day. As positive as we can be, and we, replace our negative thinking with the positive thoughts, we're aware of that and we have control of that. As much as a person, an individual can be this way, this was actually going on now, this virus that we're dealing with, how everything just changed from one day to the next. This is stressful, and it's important to first become aware of what you're feeling and, and embrace it. You can turn this into a positive as well. So if you're in denial that you're not stressed out, even if it may be a little bit, we're all stressed out. These are just, normal human feelings. It's in our nature. We just have to take control of ourselves, how we're going to respond to what's going on around us. Remember, you can't control what goes on around you. You cannot. It's impossible. It's not going to work out for you. And if that's the mindset that you have, or that's the type of person you are, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to work out for you, and it's going to lead you into a dark hole and into failure, because we can't sit here and control another individual. We can't sit here. We can't even control our kids. We can inspire them, guide them, teach them, the right way, what we think is the right way as parents. I'm not a parent, but, to each his own. But basically, what I'm trying to get at is that you only have control of yourself. What you're going to do during this quarantine, right? Are you going to let this make you or break you? And by that, I mean that during this time, for those who, basically took it as a joke, completely, got out of their routines and schedules and, started drinking. And so, I'm not saying those things are bad, but in life, everything is a balance. So you have to balance constantly every single day, from what you eat to what you read to what you think to what you listen to. I'm not saying we can't, be a part of these worldly things, because this is the world we live in. And sometimes we want to unwind and have a cup of wine or Bacardi or margaritas or or whatever it is that you drink. Sometimes we want to dance and listen to, at the end of the day, that this music, a lot of this music that's out here now is negative. and even the beats to it and the sounds, it puts you in a trance. But sometimes we like these type of music. As long as, what I'm basically saying in this video right here is that as long as you are aware, once you become aware, you can control your own life, your life. You can control your thoughts, become aware of them, replace the negative ones with the positive ones. Control how you respond to what's going on, whether it's this virus situation, this pandemic, or whatever it is in life that gets out of, you feel like you're not in control of where your life is leading. That's not true. You may not be in control of how other people treat you, how what happens in your environment, but you're in control of yourself. If your environment is the problem, then change yourself. Get out of that environment. If you don't feel happy in your job, at the job that you're in, you can't control your directors, your bosses, your coworkers, the staff. You cannot control that, but you can make a change in your life. If you're truly unhappy, start, think of a plan. Don't leave your job if you don't have anything else planned, because at the end of the day, this is life, and we do need the money to survive. Basically, we need it. It is, I feel like money is a necessity because of how this society is and how the government has made everything to be. It's a necessity. We need it, even if it's just for the essentials, like paying our bills, our light, our rent, to have food. These are the essentials. As long as you have a job and you can pay that, be grateful, because there's people out here that don't have jobs and they're struggling and they have to seek, government assistance and support because they can't come up with their rent, and it's a sad situation. And sometimes people judge each other. They'll judge that person like, oh, but you didn't manage your money right, or what happened. Life happens. That's the main thing, everyone. Life happens. It happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us, the worst of us. It happens. This is life. We can't control what the universe puts out. We can just only, experience it, embrace how we feel, and work towards making ourselves better versions of ourselves. That's all we can do. You should never sit there and feel any type of jealousy, envy. You should never feel that over the next person, your sister, your brother. We're all connected. We're all on this earth. Everyone has trials and tribulations that they go through. You don't know what that person has gone through to get to the level of happiness that they're at right now, or the level of success. You don't know the tears and the sweat that have gone behind that. So you can't sit there and judge the next person or be jealous of them or look at them and be like, oh, why is it easy for them and it's not easy that's the problem, that you're so busy worrying about the next person. You're putting your energy and your focus on the next person because you're a bitter person. They're not the problem. You're the problem. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of where you've gotten and work on you. It's you. You can only move forward. You can only pick yourself up after you fall down. It's only you. That's it. Nobody can do it for you. You can listen to as many motivational videos, audios, podcasts, friends. You can go to counseling. You can do all of that. You can read the Bible. You can do your affirmations. But if you don't take that willpower and if you don't have it, to get up and continue going, whether whatever knocks you down or whatever has come in your path, if you can't overcome that and use those failures to continue succeeding, and you allow those failures, you fail at one thing and you stop and that's it, your life is over. No, that's not how life works. Life does not work like that. Life is a constant battle. It really is. It's a constant battle. Sometimes we're battling ourselves. Sometimes the war is not even going on outside. It's going on inside your own head. That's why mental health is extremely important, because sometimes people forget, they work so hard and they focus on their body. That's the outer. You want to look good. You want to be proud of, your body. That's fine. That's perfect. But don't forget to work on your mind. Don't ever forget to work on your mind, because remember, your mind is what moves. Your mind is what controls your body. Okay? It's not the other way around. You can work out, but if your soul is damaged and rotten, you're not going to get anywhere in life, because just like you always hear mind, body, and spirit, right? The three are interconnected. You can't work on one area without leaving the other area behind. is the three of them. Once you have those three aligned with each other, I guarantee you that you will start to live the life that you've always dreamed of. Forget the life you always dreamed of, the life that you worked hard for. You know, because dreams, what people fail to express about dreams is that dreams are something that we grow up and it's like it's out of our reach. It's just a dream. Dreams keep us going. Dreams aren't realistic, you know, and I'm here to tell you that that is BS. That is a lie. You have dreams, guess what? Go ahead and create your vision board. Put pictures of your dreams, whatever it is that you want to do, and now you write your goals. So focused on that dream that you have. You write your goals. Now you write on the side of your goals the action you're going to take to complete these goals that will get you a step closer to your motherfucking dreams. And that is facts. And I do not like to curse, but it came out. I was passionate. Shoot, like shout out to who is it, Tony? Tony, let me see, because he be cursing. When he get passionate, he starts cursing. They say intelligent people are the ones that curse the most. Tony Robbins. So right now, because I do like to use Googling. So if you ever listen to Tony Robbins, thank you, twin. If you ever listen to Tony Robbins, you'll see that when he's very passionate and he's like inspiring his his crowd, his audience, he'll start like cursing, and it's funny because I had this debate with someone in the past over like, is cursing good, is cursing bad, whatever. But that was the message for today. The universe uses me. God uses me to deliver messages that I hope you take with you. And, once again, I'm not judging anyone's lifestyle. I'm not perfect. I never pretend to be perfect. All I do is look in the mirror every single day and tell myself, I know you can do more. I know. And sometimes we make up excuses because we don't want to face our own inner demons. So you could blame your parents for not giving you the upbringing that you desired or that you saw someone else have that you felt was great. You can blame, the media. You could blame friends. You could blame, the school system that sometimes isn't always that good. You could blame generational curses. You could blame everyone else and find excuses. But what you need to do is look at the mirror and start being accountable. Start being accountable and look at the actions that you've taken, the behavior that you've put out there. You understand? Because there's always consequences, I say. And you can either, there's consequences for your actions. They're good or bad. You do something bad, what do you think the consequence is going to be? It may not come right there, instantly, but karma's real. Karma's very real. And I can say that, I can speak that from experience, that karma is real. And that karma will come around. The world has a funny way of making that 360 and coming right back to you. You'll be surprised all the experiences that I've had that I just sit and I'm just so like I'm so surprised and I'm like, wow, sometimes you try to run away from situations and if you don't face them, the universe brings you right back to it so that you can build courage and learn to give your face to situations, You can't run, you can't hide. It's life, and you should walk very proud of yourself. Always walk with your head high. Don't ever let nobody make you feel different, make you feel inferior, make you belittle you. Don't ever make anyone make you feel like that. Because no one has power over you. They only have power over you when you start to make what they're saying about you, like their beliefs about you. When you start to believe them yourselves, now you've given your power to them. And do you think that I'm going to walk around and give my power to someone else because they don't like the way I live my life? Or they have a negative comment to say about me? Or they have a negative opinion or perspective about how I live my life? Or the choices I've made or I'm making? Do you think I'm going to hand over my power? No, that's what they want, because these are bitter people. These are miserable people. These are people that see you go through whatever it is that you go through, and you still walk down that path with your head up high, with your nails on your hair, you know, like you still looking good. And you done went through a whole bunch of BS. And not everybody, you know, I'm here to tell you that I want everyone to be that way. Don't ever let nothing keep you down. But unfortunately, not many of us have that. And it's because we still have to work on ourselves. Everything in life goes back to you, to yourself. How you treat others is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. You know, you walk around picking fights, or you don't like this person, or you don't like that person. That's because you don't like something that they have that reminds you of you. So you have to go back once again, do the work, do the shadow work. Face your inner demons, because that's the only way you're going to really live the life that you want to live, which is a life of peace, of serenity, of, you know, happiness, of choices that you make that you feel proud of them, not choices that you make and later on you're like, oh my God, that was a huge mistake. Well, guess what? Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Learn from those mistakes. And even if you make it again, learn again. And, you know, I always say, like, when a mistake is done more than one time, is because there was still a lesson that you didn't take from that mistake, from that experience. So the universe, you know, puts you in that place again, once again, until you finally get it, until you're well-rounded. And now you're like, I have it. You know, I learned. I know not to be in that environment. I learned not to respond to this negativity, because that's what negative energy wants. It feeds off of you. It feeds off of you until it turns you dark. You know, that's what life is about. It's a constant, you know, between negative and positive all the time. And not for nothing, I'm a strong believer of, you know, after everything that I've been through, all the you know, negative experiences, you know, just things that I've gone through in this universe. And it's like, I sit back and, you know, sometimes I used to reflect on what was going on, you know, in my life. And it would bother me, because I'm like, you know, why are people so wicked? Why are people so negative? Why people get so upset that you wake up every morning and you're smiling and you're happy, you know, and you may not be where you want to be in life, but you're just grateful that you woke up. And that's how I am. You know, even when I go through stuff, I still put on, you know, I still have a happy side to me, because I choose to look at life with, you know, positive lenses. That's what it is. So I'm a jolly person. I'm a giddy person. You know, I walk into my job, hey, good morning, hello everyone, you know. And sometimes the way I am is a lot. I have a lot of energy. My aura is very present. And, you know, not everyone's going to vibe with that, and that is okay. But there's no reason for, you know, you to sit there and hate on a person that's happy with their life. There's no reason. You know, happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy as well. Life is all about choices. You don't like the relationship you in because it's toxic, stop making excuses. Stop running back to it. You know, just let it go. Sometimes it's hard to let things go because we get so accustomed to a routine, even in our relationships, that it takes time, you know. But I don't like to hear people complaining, because when you're complaining about something, you're not trying to take an action to change it, then you like being the victim. Me, I'm not a victim, baby. Never. Nothing in life has ever made me to play a victim. All I've done is reflect on the choices I've made in life, the mistakes I've made, the consequences that sometimes, because of the actions that I took, those were the bad consequence. But then I also had things happening to me that were out of my control, only because that negative energy was trying to put me down, only because that negative energy was trying to consume me. But did I allow it? No. I'm staying here, 29 years old, 2020, and I'm in a place in my life that 5 years ago I was manifesting all of this. I was putting it all out there. I was putting it out there in the universe. That now I can say 5 years later, where I'm at now, I can say this is what I was working towards. Just like right now, at this moment, whatever I'm working towards right now, you know, working on myself. I'm all about the self-love, the self-care, my affirmations, all of that I manifested 5 years ago, and now I'm doing it. And, you know, it's so, comes to me as a reflex. You know, like I do my affirmations. I don't even need to put it on YouTube. I already know. It's coming to me as a reflex, something natural, something that's a part of me. And I know that everything I'm doing now, because like I said, I'm not perfect. No one is. I'm still working on myself. And I know that everything I'm working on now, 5 years from now, is going to reflect. It will. It will reflect. And I'm telling you right now, you can take this advice. You can just ignore it. I don't care what you do with it, but I know I needed to get it out for the people that it will make a difference to. Because there are people that want to hear someone else's experience. They want to see that someone else made it, you know, out of the Bronx. They want to see that someone didn't, you know, fall into the stereotype of a Latina girl, you know, being pregnant on welfare with 3 different baby daddies, no high school diploma. No, you can fight against all of that. You don't have to be a stereotype. You don't have to continue, you know, a toxic generation and bring that down to your kids. You can change. The change starts with you. That's like a quote that I always resonated with. And that's, let me make sure I have it correctly. It's something about, in order to change the world, if you change yourself, you will change your world. If you change how you think, then you will change how you feel and what actions you take. And so the world around you will change. I'm telling you, like, from experience. And I will be, you know, also recording other podcasts that align more to this topic, because it's very real. And if you can't see that from how passionate I sound and how much time I just gave right now to this live video, then I don't know what to tell you, baby. I don't know what to tell you.